Okay, good morning, everybody. So, I'm back again with my coffee session. Today, I'm having Nescafe Gold. They didn't sponsor this video, but I just want to share a thought with you guys, like I always do. And it's going to be controversial once again, but feel free to counter my thoughts if you think any different. Well, this one, the theme is America is going to self-destruct. Very controversial, yeah? Well, maybe after I tell you my points, you're going to understand why I say America is going to self-destruct. Now, a few days ago, I saw a video of this black man punching a white woman. And I think, no, punching a black man. And then this white woman jumped in and he threw the white woman on the floor. I think she fainted or something like that. Now, I don't know what caused that. I'm not going to say who's right or who's wrong. But the reason I'm saying America is going to self-destruct, I'm sure you can already tell where I'm going to, is China is not your primary problem. Like you always say, the enemy, communist China. I don't think communist China is your primary problem. I don't think Russia is your primary problem, sending all your money to Ukraine. I don't think that's the primary problem. The primary problem is the diversity you guys preach. You guys preach differences and call it diversity. And what that does to the mind is it creates category to ascertain that this person is different from this person. I mean, humans have that bias anyways, we all have that bias. But the truth is, when you put it on the media, you establish that there's a clear difference between both of you, and this person is the sufferer or the protagonist, this one is the antagonist. And you know how that be. One person or the person who's supposed to be the sufferer is going to start fighting back. And when they start fighting back, there's going to be an eruption because now the other one is going to also try to fight back. And from inside, poof, it's going to explode. So you get my theory. Kind of brief and very... You might not totally understand what I mean. I don't want to go in depth, but my point is, people, or you get on the news and Fox is talking about Donald Trump. These other channels are talking about Russia, Ukraine. These ones are talking about some things that don't make a lot of sense. Meanwhile, the primary problem in America right now is the diversity you guys preach. You see more and more the term white supremacy comes up right now. Everybody's saying, oh, a white man feels superior. I've lived in North America for, I think, 5 years now, heading to 6 years. I don't think I've met any white man that has given me the impression of superiority in 5 years. I don't think so. I've met white people that suck, but they just were horrible people, not because they felt superior, like I don't really care about their superiority. They just were bad people. And I've met a lot of black people that are bad people, a lot of Mexicans that are bad people, and that's the theme with life. It's not a thing of white and black, that when you see a white man do something, oh, that's white supremacy. When you see a black man do something, oh, he must be the sufferer. Why am I saying this? I'm a black man, I'm African, and a lot of white people won't be able to say this because already people would say they are racist, that they don't understand. Well, I do understand, and I'm gonna say it for them. It's time that love is preached more. The inclusiveness you guys preach shouldn't be diversity. It shouldn't be a thing where somebody's prioritized over the other person. Thomas Sowell said something very interesting. I quote him. He said, when somebody's used to preferential treatment, equal treatment feels like discrimination. Think about that for a second. I'm not going to explain it. It should be self-explanatory. But yeah, America is going to self-destruct if you guys don't fix what you guys call diversity. You better fix it, because more and more you see, I think the Montgomery, I forgot what that was called. There was a brawl, and basically these white people attacked the black man, and then black people came down and fought back. You might think that is a norm, I'm not gonna say, I don't even know who's right or who's wrong. I think the white people might have been wrong in that case. But if you're going to discipline somebody or address a scenario like that, you do it with love. You're not beating them to kill them. I wouldn't like a white man to beat me to kill me, just like I wouldn't like a black man to beat a white man to kill them, because we all live together. So instead of seeing the world as, oh, this one is just a different thing from me, you know, when you see them attack, you know, if they mess up, attack, you should see it as we all exist together. I feel like that's the message, you know. I was reading about critical race theory, and a lot of people are against banning critical race theory. I wouldn't say I'm totally against it, because again, there's a lot of history that should be taught, but I'll be a big advocate for redefining what that means, you know. So it's not a thing of separation. You don't want to preach separation to the people you all live together, because whether you like it or not, there's always going to be whites, there's always going to be blacks in America. So what you want to do is learn to live together. While you're so focused on the war between Ukraine and Russia attacking Ukraine and blah, 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 yourselves, there's a big problem over there. There's a very big problem, because some people feel like they're the victims and they always have to fight. Every video now, when you turn on the TV, people are speaking about white supremacy. People adding supremacy to everything now. White supremacy, race supremacy, this supremacy. That should have been a statement you would have heard more back just immediately after slavery ended. You should have heard a lot of that. Why is it that that was slow then and then trending now? What changed now? I'll tell you what changed. The media, it just became louder. You know, people can express themselves and be activists and be heard all around the world. I can just put out this video and say I'm a black supremacist. Guess what? It's gonna reach 100 million views in no time, and I'm gonna have a louder voice. So that's what social media has done to you. Don't let social media ruin what you guys had. Yeah, and I acknowledge there are differences between whites and blacks. I'm not one of the people to say there are no differences. I mean, there are cultural differences, you know, the complexion of your skin, the things you might like to do, you know, there are those differences. But that's what makes you unique. That's what is beautiful. It'll be horrible if humans all live together and there was no difference between them. Like, it's gonna be the dumbest earth ever, the dumbest existence ever. So yeah, the difference is the beautiful thing. You know, that's the beautiful thing. The same problem I have with equality. When people try to say men are equal to women, that is not beautiful. Why would you want a woman to be like a man? Like, because equal means, if you say one equal to one, means one on this side, one on the other side. So if you say a man is equal to a woman, it's like a man on this side, a man on this side, and a woman on this side, a woman on this side, which means there's no difference between a man and a woman. And that's horrible. That's not beautiful at all. So yeah, learn to live together. That's the bottom line of this video. America is going to self-destruct if this doesn't change, what you guys call diversity. If you keep preaching the differences and exalting the differences between yourselves, then you guys are going to keep fighting. Bottom line of the video. I just thought I should. My coffee's getting cold. I haven't even had it yet. But let me know what you think. Let me grab my coffee mate. But yeah, let me know what you think of that video. Delight Coffee Mate. Let me know if you use that. If there's anything you want to add, correct, critique, share, whatever you want to do, feel free to do it. You know, let's have a conversation. But if this is not fixed, if this is not resolved, you're gonna not like it eventually. So learn to live together. Blacks and whites, be brothers. Love yourselves. Don't teach your kids differences. You know, don't advise them to be rude and mean to each other. You know, I'm from a nation where there are 100% black people. And even amongst the black people, there's something called ethnic discrimination. But we all learn to live together because we have to. So if there's a disagreement between whites and black in America, see it as discrimination, not necessarily... What's that? Jeez. See it as discrimination, not necessarily racism, you know. It could have just been somebody got mad, somebody felt disrespected, and they decided to attack you. It's not because the color of the skin made them feel better. Not necessarily that. Just disrespect, you know. Yeah, you might think, I know a lot of you haven't lived in Africa, but if you come to Africa, you can still see like the things you think is just unique to a white man doing it. If you come to Africa, you'd see it that other races or no, other ethnicities feel the same way with regards to others.